Assalamu alaikum students. This is Rizwana Sayed. Hope you all are safe at home and enjoying your quarantine with your family. But we should not waste our time. So, Asadullah Khan English High School and Junior College started e-learning concept or learn from home program. You might be aware of this, and many of them attended or joined the Google Classroom which we have provided to you. Students, it is my first lecture of 12th standard bookkeeping and accountancy. Students, you might be downloaded a PDF of 12th standard textbook which we have provided in the WhatsApp group. Dear students, we have learned final account of sole trading concern in 11th standard. In the 12th standard, very first topic is introduction of partnership firm and final account of partnership firm. Students, in the first lecture, we are going to see only about the introduction of partnership firm. What is partnership firm? What are the features of partnership firm? What are the terms included in partnership firm? As well as what is partnership deed? What are the contents of partnership deed? And the capital method of partnership firm. In this first lecture, we are going to see this much topic only. In the second lecture, we are going to see what is accounting, how we will prepare accounts of partnership firm, which are the accounts involved in partnership firm. We are going to see in the second lecture. Thank you. Dear students, as we have learned in 11th standard, the sole proprietorship has a limitations such as a limited capital, limited managerability, unlimited liability, no stability, absence of specialization, etc. Hence, business to be set up on a large scale which needs more capital and involve more risk. Two or more person comes together to run the business activity. It is called a partnership firm. The relationship based on the agreement among this person is termed as partnership deed. The person who have entered in a partnership are individually known as partners and collectively is called as firm. Partnership firm is an organization where there is an association of two or more persons coming together to carry a business with view to share profit and losses of the firm. Partnership firm can be established under an act, that Indian Partnership Act 1932. Definition of partnership firm under Indian Partnership Act 1932 Section 4 defines partnership as it is a relationship between persons who agreed to share the profit of the business carried on all or any one of them acting for all. That means the relationship between who was agreed in a partnership of sharing the profits carried for all or anyone acting for carried by one or all anyone of acting for n. Then that means there are many persons in a partnership firm. Minimum 2 person is required, but more than 2 persons can be there in partnership firm. So whoever who doing the activity of partnership firm, that means कोई भी partnership firm में काम करे, but the profit is for all of them who is contributed in partnership firm. So contribution is required in partnership firm, but acting for all, that means anyone can be acting for all or all can be participating actively in a partnership firm. So profit is for all persons. Dear student, according to Professor Handy, partnership is a relation existing between two components make a contract who agreed to carry on lawful business in common with a view to earn a private gain, which means a partnership can be built with 2 persons. That means minimum 2 person is required to form a partnership firm. Maximum any number can be participate in a, but in private company limited 50 members are the maximum limit and minimum 2 members are required for forming the partnership firm. Under partnership firm, whenever the partnership form, they should have to sign one agreement. That agreement is called partnership deed. In that agreement, all the rules and regulations which is required for do the business firm is written in that book. All profit sharing ratio, contribution of partner, procedure of admission, procedure of retirement, procedure of dissolution, all are recorded in the partnership deed. It's just like a articles of association which we have seen in the joint stock company. We will further move on. Features of partnership firm. Features of our partnership firm, in that very first feature is agreement. Partnership is a result of agreement between partners. It can be written or oral. A written agreement is preferred to do so can proof. It is in proof in the court of law, such as written agreement is known as partnership deed. As earlier I have said, in part agreement, all the rules and regulations of partnership firm is written. It will be in written form, so it is easily approved in the court of law. Second, number of partners. Minimum 2 members are needed to start a partnership firm, and maximum of members is 50 according to Companies Act 2013. Amendment was in 2014. So what is amendment? Amendment is any changes in the act is called amendment. So minimum 2 members are required and maximum limit is 50. Third feature is lawful business. Business undertaken by partnership should be a lawful. It cannot undertaking business which cannot be allowed by state. The definition of partnership also does not permit illegal business. That means partnership firm can be based for the lawful business. It should not be for illegal business. Any smuggling activity is not allowed in the partnership firm. Next, fourth point is sharing profit and loss, and this is very important topic in our final account. Actually, these features we have studied in SP, OC, but in accounts only the thing is required, it is profit sharing ratio. How the members can be share profits. In sole trading concern, we have seen whatever will be the profit, that will be enjoyed by the businessman himself only. But in partnership, where 2 or more persons are there, so how the profit is distributed among them. So for this they required some profit sharing ratio. Profit sharing ratio. What is profit sharing ratio? Profit sharing ratio is a ratio of partners where they decide how much of it can be shared by them. Suppose there are 2 persons, person A and person B. Person A is contributed 1 lakh rupees as a capital and person B is contributed 50,000 as a capital. So how they can share the profit? 1 lakh is a big amount and 50,000 is a less amount. So they will think and decide the sharing will be 2:1. That means whatever will be the profit, that profit will be distributed amongst the partner in the ratio that is 2:1. That means 2 share will be given to A and 1 share will be for B. This is called a profit sharing ratio. Next feature is unlimited liability. Now dear student, what do you mean by liability? Everybody can know liability means amount which we have to pay. Liability, in simple words we can say udhar. Liability of the business has to pay by the businessman himself only by selling their personal property or their business property. So in partnership firm, the liability of partner is unlimited or the joint and the several, in that partners are liable to pay a last rupee in their pocket also. If the business assets are not sufficient to pay the liability of the business, so their personal property can be used to repay the liability or to repay the debt. This is called unlimited liability of partner. Next feature, that is registration. Indian Partnership Act 1932 says registration is optional in many cases, but in Maharashtra registration is compulsory from 1st April 2015. So every firm or every partnership firm, wherever the partnership firm is formed, it has to be registered under the Indian Partnership Act 1932. Registration is compulsory only in Maharashtra. Registration of firm merely clarifies its existence or certifies its existence. It is a process of entering the name of partnership firm in the register of the registrar. Next feature is joint ownership. As we have seen, partners in the partnership firm. So many members can be partners of the firm, or 2 or more persons can be partner of the firm. So whoever is joining the partnership, they are ownership, they are enjoying their ownership, there will be a part of management, they can actively participate in the management. So this is called joint ownership and joint management. Principal, next feature is principal and agent. Each partner Now our next topic is partnership deed. As I've earlier explained, what is partnership deed? So document containing the partnership agreement among the partner is called partnership deed. That means a written document or the agreement between two persons is called agreement or partnership deed. It contains terms and conditions which are agreed by the both partners. An agreement may be written or oral. When it is written, is called a deed. Partnership does not make a compulsory to have a written document or agreement. However, in case of dispute amongst the partner, it is the best course to written agreement to duly signed by the both partners. Contents of partnership deed. In that, name and address of the firm. Name and address of the firm is mentioned in the partnership deed. Name and address of all partners and the duration of partnership firm. Capital contribution of each partner. Ratio in which profits and losses are to be shared. Rights and duties and liabilities of the partner. Then right and duties of the partners. Provisions related to admission, retirement, death, etc. Rate of interest, rate of interest on capital, loan, drawing, etc. are written in the partnership deed. Salary, commission, if payable to any partner. To whom salary or commission to be payable? So active partner, a partner who is actively participate in a partnership firm. So he or she is liable to get the salary. So how they get the salary? It is decided in a partnership firm by the ratio. Suppose it is written, partner will get the salary 3% of the gross profit or the commission of 3% on the gross sale, whatever which is written in the agreement, that will be decided for the salary or the commission of the active partner. Settlement of accounts or the dissolution of them. If the firm dissolve, what do you mean by dissolve? Dissolve means complete winding off of the firm. If the partners are not satisfied with their work, are not satisfied with the profit, so with the mutual understanding, they can be dissolve the firm. But the procedure of dissolution must be followed. So dissolution means a complete winding of company, and whenever the firm wants to be the partners want to dissolve the firm, they should follow the dissolution procedure which is written in the partnership deed. Any other matter relating to the conduct of the business, all are written in the partnership deed. This partnership deed. Next important topic is methods of capital. There are two methods of capital: fixed capital method and fluctuating capital method. Fixed capital method. Under fixed capital method, amount of capital of partners remains the same at the end of the financial year. That means no addition or no subtraction in the capital. Whatever will be the adjustment related to partners, so for example, salary, interest on capital, interest on drawing, any commission or profit and loss of the partners, all are adjusted through one different account, and that account is current account. That means under fixed capital method, the capital of the partners remains constant or remains the same. No addition or subtraction is allowed in a partner's capital account. So all adjustments related to partner's salary, interest of capital, interest on drawing, interest on loan, and interest on investment of partner or profit and loss of partner adjust through one new account, that is current account. And second method is fluctuating capital account. Fluctuating capital method. Under fluctuating capital method, here there is no need to prepare a current account. Here partners can manage all these adjustments of interest on capital, interest on drawing, profit and loss of the partners, all are adjusted through the one account, that is partners capital account. So there are two methods. In very first is fixed capital method, second one is fluctuating capital method. Fixed capital method, in that The amount of capital of partners remains the same at the end of financial year. There is no addition or subtraction from the capital during the year. When this method is adopted, partners has to open a new account, that is partners current account, related to capital adjustments or the partners adjustments. For example, drawing, interest on capital, partner's salary, commission, brokerage, all are these adjust through the current account only. Second method, partners fluctuating capital method. Under this, we have to prepare only one account, that is partners capital account. In this, a balance of capital changes every year, because all the adjustment we have to do the same account only, that is capital account. It is called as fluctuating capital method. In this method, partners current account is not open, hence all the adjustments are solved through the capital account, and these are the rules for the fluctuating capital method. Initial opening balance, additional capital balance brought by the person, salary or commission payable to partners, interest payable to capital, interest made on drawing, withdrawal of amount of partners from the during the financial year, division of transfer of net disposable profit. All these adjustments we have to adjust in the partners capital account only.